Right, moment of truth on these ones. You normally end up with a good one and a bad one. Or two good ones or two bad ones. Right, actually don't need none of this. I don't even need that. Oh, I might have to do it. I'll put them to one side. I don't need none of that. I need that. Oh yeah, that's a good one, and it's fully charged. Beautiful. That'll last, that light will last, I can guarantee it. It's when you turn it on and there's either no charge on it, or when you turn it off and that light stays on, that's when they don't work. They're a bit shit when that happens. But I've had that many of these lights, I know when they're going to be good and when they're not. I don't need all this lot. That's it, that's my lamp. I'm gonna put a what they call it, piece of plastic over that to protect that lens. I might even put a bit of gaffer tape around that, because that don't last long either, that blows off with blaster. But if I can put some gaffer tape around it, that sponge actually works alright to strap when you put your nozzle in. It sits on there, so back at nozzle, so nozzle goes through, but the nozzle holder sits on that lip there, and then top gets held with that, and it kind of keeps it in place. Right, that's one down. Let's see what this one's like. See if this one's any better. I'll see if this one's better or same. I'll be happy if it's same as that. What have I got here? Oh, it's looking good. Oh, that'll do me. Perfect. Right, so today's job is inside of this steamer. Right, just a bit of info on this steamer. What it does, it pressures up with steam and it cures rubber. So they shot blast stuff like that, and then they paint it with like a black tacky paint stuff that helps rubber stick, and then they line it with rubber, and then they stick it inside that curer. It pressures up and steams it, so it cures it. But this is a food grade mixing thing. I don't know what it is, but it's turned out that all rust inside there has restuck and made that white piece, it's supposed to be white, come out that colour. So that's the reason why they're having to have it done. This piece had to be redone, so they had to cut all rubber off it and then re-shot blast it and then re-rubber it. So you can imagine the amount of hours that's involved trying to redo a piece like this. So it's just easier to get that steamer fixed. Yeah. But I've been here a while. I've done 2 days already, and I'll show you what I've just done. I didn't film it because they're nigh on impossible to film. This should be alright. But let me just nip over here. In fact, it's in that unit there, one of them road tankers. Let me just show you what I've done. We'll start this up first so that it can be warming up. Right, we've been on there. This is sucker, goes up and sucks all crap out, and then all rubbish drops into that bin there. Been using old dead man style because this pot's not converted yet. Show you finish on this. So this inside here is shiny like that, but these guys want to profile on it, want it facing like that so they can get I've done all inside all the way up there on every section so they can rubber line it and then put some chemicals in this tank, I think. But that's the stuff we've been using. Steel grit, horrible stuff. At this point my sand had run out, so I'm just using clean area just to blow it out. There's a lot of crap on the sides and some scale that were actually just blowing off with air without any media, so I was just taking advantage of this by getting shutter thick on it just so that I could see what I was doing basically when I got to that point. So that's what I'm doing here, I'm just pushing all this lot out. I'm just double checking that it's out of media, just trying to use last snotters out of pot so I can get a full refill.
Right, I've just been and seen him, and he says that's plenty good enough. He says it's too good if out. They just wanted it like that, to be fair. Get all rusty stuff off. There's a few bits of rust in corners. I'll get that now. So as long as I try and keep to that, it'll be alright. Might have to turn it up a little bit on this bottom. J-Blast would have been a better choice on that bit here, but it won't be no good on the rest on it. I think glass was a wise choice. I just have to persevere with that little section. Just dig into it and get it out. It's not a big section anyway. They did say try and leave these joints, because don't do them, because you get them cork filled or something. These sealed, but it looks like it's welded on inside, so it must have been sealed on outside. That looks alright to me, that joint. Tight. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit just for that bottom, but I'll probably do that at last bit. They've got another one of these tanks inside, and they did it with wire wheel. And because it took an ages, it finished work as good as what I've just done. So, and paint's lasted. So however that's lasted, that'll be alright. This is going to be a better finish. It's not going to be 100%, but what size that job and amount of time that it's given me to do it, I'm going to have to sacrifice a little bit of quality at work, I think. Like I say, I can get it perfect, but it's not something they want to pay for. Or need. But happy with that. I'd like to shine a little bit more, what do I call it? Shine a little bit more pipe, just so I can get all the... I'm pulling it in and it's stuck. I want to get angle. I want to get like that. I don't know how to persevere with it or turn it up. I think I'll just stick it harder. Now, I'll turn it up. Well, I'm enjoying how quick it's coming off. I thought it was going to be a nightmare, this job. When I thought steel, I thought it was going to be quite hard. I'm quite happy with this is really nice. It couldn't go any better.
That's 1 pot's worth. So 75 kgs of sand. Well, crushed glass has done that in about 40 minutes ish. Two settings on this lamp. There's bright and then there's not so bright or off. So you get a lot longer out of battery if you've got it turned not so bright, and it's still plenty good enough.
That'll be alright. There's lots of pushback on it and it's hurting me back. I want to lean into it but I can't. So I've tried sitting back a bit, see if I can lean into it a little bit more. I don't like it at all. Oh, bleeding balls for that. Oh, my arms shoulders. Get comfier. Oh. Yeah, it's not very nice that. Front door. Beautiful. It'll tinge off tonight, I reckon, and we'll be painting it tomorrow. I think it'll bloom because there's not very much shade cover for it. Plus it's well, there's that cover, but it's not very good. If it condensates up tonight and it gets cold, it'll go back. Ugh, I think it'll tinge off, but it's still a lot better than what they were going to do, I think. And that tank is painted now. They've painted it inside. To put a rubber, they have to put a rubber blacking on it, and it helps rubber stick to a black paint, and then it helps rubber stick. But I'll catch you on next one.